I know you were very stoked when you also climbed out of the car at Martinsville. And I want to talk about that because I thought it was a really interesting emotion or response when they asked you about getting in and you were just kind of like, I don't really feel good about anything.
Yeah.
What were you feeling and thinking in that moment?
Well, I think it's just thinking about the fact that it's at the expense of the 20, and I have a lot of respect for those guys, and Christopher and I we get along the best of any of the final drivers left. So it was it just was kind of, I didn't want to feel good about it, but I felt relieved and excited for Phoenix for sure.
It was hard. I mean, this was a moment for sure when Christopher came over, but I can only imagine sort of that time span waiting to find out what your fate was.
It was excruciating. It was
and you got Jeff Gordon standing there, watching.
Yeah, and Jeff's like, and I gotta say something about Jeff. Jeff's like, well, you had a great year, and I'm like, Jeff, it's not over.
Are you serious?
Well, that's
I was like, come on, Jeff.
Talk about
your boy? That's your boy.
I know, man. He was a great race car driver, for sure. I mean, he's not giving the MJ speeches, for sure. Let's talk about let's look at your numbers, because when I look at the championship 4, I struggle to kind of measure where you're going to be in Phoenix, right? You had a great start to the year, 3 wins, right? You came out on fire. Those 3 wins came in the first 8 races, top 12, top 5s, top 10s, a great average finish. Now the playoffs has been full of great runs.
Yeah.
But not the top of the podium yet with the win. So you handicap it for us then. What should we expect in Phoenix? What are we looking for?
Yeah, I mean, I think we haven't won yet. And so that's where I look at it, is we've been right there. We've been on the cusp. And honestly, Martinsville, we brought some of the best performance we've had. And I can't wait to bring that to Phoenix and just a little bit more. So I feel like we're really close.
I know you guys are at the peak of excellence. You guys expect to perform at the top all the time as a whole company at Hendrick. And you got that nice new 40th anniversary logo on your chest. So I want to know, you had all 4 cars were in the playoffs, and you're the only one going to the championship round. Is it pressure or is it a privilege to be in that situation for your company?
Yeah, it's a privilege because we have everyone touching our car this week. It's incredible. Like, you have guys from the 5, the 9, 48, and all throughout the shop touching our car. So it's been an awesome week to see all that teamwork.
So I feel like I got to be nice to Jeff after I just picked on his pep talks, because the one area that Jeff Gordon is amazing is performing in those moments, right? Multi-time champ. So what is your approach, right? Like, I don't mean driving and racing and with your team and your crew chief. I got all that. Yeah. But do you lean on, Jeff Gordon's been there, done it, multi-time champ. Do you lean on that experience when it comes to the big moments?
Yeah, I mean, we talk every week. Jeff and I are really close. And so I feel like it's more of our experience last year and what it took to win the championship last year. We qualified on the pole. That was great. We had a good couple stages, but we didn't have the final run we wanted to have. And so that's what it's all about this year, is that final stage and that final run and getting to that.
You talked about that, learning. What did you learn last year in the run that you were able to apply this year to get back to this point? Because doing it once, but doing it twice is twice as hard, I feel like.
Yeah, it is really hard to get back to this point, as we've seen with the playoffs. I mean, it's unpredictable, and you have to perform at these tracks. And for us last year, I feel like we were emotionally spent, and we just were happy to get to Phoenix. We had such a great year. This year, we've got plenty of energy left, and I feel like it's all going into this week, which is great.
Can you, I was just wondering how many kids still come up to you? Because if you don't know William Byron's story, started as an iRacer and then get an opportunity at Hendrick Motorsports or through other ranks moving up. Wins the Daytona 500 this season for Hendrick Motorsports. So when you kind of look at where the year's been and everything that's gone on, how do you kind of wrap your head around where you are right now?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, it's been kind of a tumultuous year. I feel like we've gone through ups and downs. Even when we were winning the beginning of the year, we knew we needed to improve. And I just feel like we've gotten to that point at the end of the year, and we've just started to kind of peak. So I think there's more to go get, but it's been a great year.
You won the Daytona 500. You also won at Martinsville in the 40th anniversary Red Ruby cars. Okay, that's tough. Which one has more weight? Daytona 500 or the 40th anniversary?
That's why Jeff Gordon is hanging out in his pit box, He's like the golden child.
Championship.
Oh,
do all 3.
I like it.
Do all 3.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a year. Championship, Daytona 500, and the 40th anniversary win.